Okay, so we started class by doing poetry circles of Elizabeth Bishop's poem, Filling Station. So we read this last time and I had you talking about the characters. If you're in B day, you already started with the poetry circle, so you'll just continue with that. If you're in A day, you need the poetry circle form, which is on the Canvas assignment for today. And you won't be able to do the group section unless you want to like call each other. Isaac and Michaela, you're both gone today. So if you wanted to like do it together, you totally can. But if you do it separately, just leave the group section blank and just fill out the individual observations section. And then at the very end, it asks you to come up with a thesis. You need to do that part too. So we spent about the first, 45 minutes of class, maybe even an hour of class on just the poetry circles for Filling Station.
All right, so you're finding the word rhyme in your packet. We're gonna start with the very basics. Did you find rhyme? Is it really close? Okay, good. All right, a rhyme, this is the official definition, is a correspondence of sound between the endings of words. A correspondence of sound between the endings of words. Assonance could create rhyme. Yeah. Assonance you could have in the beginning or the middle or the end. Yeah. But a rhyming word is going to have correspondence between the end. All right. Wait. I have ENCE written down, but you can never trust me about spelling. Spelling does not correlate to intelligence. I always insist every year. All right. Rhyme scheme is the ordered patterns of rhymes at the end of lines. The ordered pattern of rhymes at the end of lines. Rhyme scheme. Pattern of rhymes at the end of lines. So why don't we open to, just for an example of this, open to My Papa's Waltz, since we've already looked at that one. Do you want to? I don't really do creative writing stuff, so I always ignore that part, and I know it's a bummer. To analyze. The goal is analysis. All right. So the whiskey on your breath could make a small boy dizzy, but I hung on like death. Such waltzing was not easy. So in order to mark the rhyme scheme of this, you would look at death, breath, and then you'd see what it rhymes with. It rhymes with death. And then you've got another word here, dizzy, rhymes with easy. And you'd write the rhyme scheme like that, A, B, A, B. So you just will have letters to the side, and anytime you have a new word that is rhyming, you use a new letter, A, B, for in each stanza. So for my Papa's Waltz, it just goes A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, over and over again. But if it, introduced a new rhyming word in one stanza, you'd start using C's and D's and E's. All right. Slant rhyme. You've got slant rhyme written down there. So this one is words with similar but not identical sounds. I actually think that this one has a slant rhyme. So it's words that are similar, or with words with similar but not identical sounds. Words with similar but not identical sounds. So these are words that like you could stretch them to try to make them sound the same, but they're not going to sound exactly the same. They just have these similar sounds. Like if you've ever listened to Drake, almost every line is a slant rhyme. He doesn't actually rhyme things too much. He just like finds like, what does he rhyme? Issue and tissue. Actually, no, that works. Let's see, issue. Issue and initial. That's what he rhymes. So if you ever listen to a Drake song, it'll be all over the place. This is just for those of you who are rap fans, sometimes that can help to remember slant rhymes. But he rhymes issue and he says it like issue so that he can rhyme it with initial. So he says initial, right? And so it's like a way of like they sound kind of similar. There's similar sounds within that word, but they're not exact rhymes. So I actually think easy and dizzy kind of works this way. They're not exact rhymes because you don't pronounce it deezy, but easy you do pronounce that way. So, but it's close enough that it's a rhyme, you know? So that's a slant rhyme. Also put down that these could also be called near rhymes. And sometimes on the test, you'll see it referred to both ways. So it could be a near rhyme or a slant rhyme. And because English is fun, it can also be called a sprung rhyme, but they don't refer it to that on the test. So just do near and slant for the same thing. Near like N-E-A-R, like near, far, near, far. So an example of this too would be like worm and swarm. You know, not exact, but close enough. That's 10-minute bell. All right, the next one is end rhyme. This is the rhyme ends of at least 2 lines. The rhyme ends at a rhyme ends at the end of 2 lines. How should I say that? The rhymes at the end of 2 lines. There we go. And the only reason we're doing that one is because you recognize end rhyme, like my Papa's Waltz, it's all end rhyme, right? But there's such a thing as internal rhyme too. So end rhyme is when the rhyming word is at the end of the line. Internal rhyme is a rhyme involving a word in the middle of the line. A rhyme involving a word in the middle of the line. And an internal rhyme, the middle of the line word could rhyme with the next middle of the line, or it could rhyme with the first word of the line, or it could rhyme with the end of the line. It's just that it's that one of the words is in the middle of the line. Let me see if I can find these. Try not to be able to find one fast. Okay, find, well, no, that's the same word. It doesn't work. All right, as we go along, I will show you one of these, but if the word is in the middle of the line and it rhymes with something anywhere else in the poem, especially within a few lines, then you can call that internal rhyme. Okay, masculine rhyme. It is a rhyme with the final stressed syllables. So confess, repress. You are rhyming 2 words where the last syllable is stressed. Single syllable words also count as masculine if they are stressed at the end of that line. Does that make sense? The final stressed syllable. Okay. Feminine rhyme is different. A feminine rhyme is a rhyme between stressed syllables followed by unstressed syllables. Let me show you an example. So it is when, let's say it like this, it is when the final syllable that is rhymed is not stressed. Yeah, the final syllable in the line is not stressed. That's all we're going to put for that, I think. It's when the final syllable of the line is not stressed. And it rhymes, you know. So like this one, glamorous and amorous. We are stressing the beginning of that word, but it's the last words that are unstressed, so the last part of the words that rhyme. So it's a feminine rhyme. And I don't know how to remember these except for in like very sexist ways. Like if you think about like a masculine rhyme being like somebody who is bold and will like always like, you know, say something and then drop the mic and walk away, then you would say it's a masculine rhyme. But if you're like, you know, if the sentence is one that kind of goes off like, this is what I want, but I'm sorry, I don't mean it. You know, like always kind of like apologizing and sort of like, you know, tapering off, then that's a feminine rhyme. Maybe it is based, I'm sure, basing the names on gender stereotypes, but that's how I remember it, and it can help. So mic drop, masculine rhyme. All right, last one. An I rhyme. An I rhyme is a similarity between words in spelling, but not pronunciation. A similarity in words with spelling, but not pronunciation. Similarity between words and spelling, but not pronunciation. So like love and move, those two words don't rhyme when you say them out loud, but visually they do rhyme. An I rhyme. So you can look at them and they rhyme. Shakespeare uses a lot of I rhymes.
Teachers and students, please pardon this interruption. This is just a reminder to please go to your second period class. And then teachers, once your class is there, please come down to the assembly and remain. Thank you.
They think we're gonna go to that assembly. They got another thing coming. All right, so I want to look at a poem to identify rhymes. Look at the Chimney Sweeper. There's two Chimney Sweeper poems. Let's look at the one that says the chimney sweeper, a little black thing among the snow. It's just right after filling station. So there's two Chimney Sweeper poems because William Blake was like playing with the ideas a lot. So go to the second Chimney Sweeper poem, a little black thing among the snow. All right, I want you to mark these with the rhyme scheme first, the A, B, C, maybe D rhyme scheme. All right, so did you also get A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B? Okay, good. Then I want you to find, you'll have to kind of read it to yourself to find it. Find the near rhyme or the slant rhyme. That's the one that's, it's close enough. Injury and misery. Think of how that kind of sounds together. Like I could imagine Drake could make it sound like it rhymes in pronunciation, but you would really have to make that stretch to make it a perfect rhyme, you know? So it kind of, it shares certain letters. It shares the uri, but it's not quite a perfect rhyme. All right, and then find the I rhyme. Heath and death, yeah, it looks like it would rhyme, but if you say it out loud, it doesn't actually rhyme because you would pronounce that heath, yeah. A heath is like in England, a big expanse of meadow. I don't know. I assume that's somebody's name, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I can't help. All right, and then let's just read it and see if we can find an internal rhyme. I'm not sure there is one, but let's see. Oh, I found one. Kind of. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Done and gone are definitely I rhymes, and it would be an internal rhyme. I was also thinking, where are thy father and mother say they are both gone up to the church to pray. So even though it's at the beginning of the line, you'd still call that an internal rhyme because it's not an end rhyme. Yeah. But done and gone are internal I rhymes. It's like in the last stanza. Done and gone. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have to end there. Yep, we do. But you've got those rhyme vocab words, and the next time we will read your poems for rhymes next time. Did anybody print out their one-word essay and want to put it in the box? No? Okay. All right.